Richard Goodall is an upcoming young singer who gained immense popularity and astounded audiences. His remarkable vocal talent has captivated fans worldwide. However, beneath the elegant Richard's voice is a heart-wrenching, tragic story of the old man's life. Listening to his story, you would shed a tear. Join us as we delve into the poignant and challenging life journey of Richard Goodall. Richard was born and raised in Terre, Indiana. He lived a simple life with his loving family in a modest home. From a young age, Richard loved music. He spent hours in his room with his Radio Shack stereo, singing along to his favorite songs and dreaming of performing on a big stage one day. As Richard grew older, he had to focus on life's responsibilities. After graduating from high school, he needed to find a steady job to support himself since college wasn't an option. Richard began working as a janitor at Choney Rose Middle School, only a few blocks away from his childhood home. The job gave him stability even though it wasn't his passion. For 23 years, Richard took pride in keeping the school clean and safe. While he worked, he often sang in the school hallways with his powerful voice. Students and teachers took notice and loved hearing him sing. He became known as the singing janitor, especially during Veterans Day celebrations where his performance of God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood became a community favorite. The students affectionately called him Mr. Richard. As time passed, Richard's talent began to gain attention, opening new doors. Could these opportunities bring more success? And what challenges does Richard face now? Stay tuned to find out. In 2022, at a school event, teachers encouraged Richard to pick a song that really showcased his talent. He chose the famous Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. As Richard sang, a teaching assistant recorded his performance and posted the video on TikTok. The video captured the deep emotion in Richard's voice, and by the next morning, it had gone viral with over 100,000 views. By the end of the weekend, it had surpassed 1 million views. Fans and even members of Journey, like Steve Perry, left comments on the video. As the video gained more popularity, the producers of America's Got Talent noticed Richard and invited him to audition. Excited and amazed, Richard accepted the offer. The small-town janitor was about to step onto one of the world's biggest stages. 2 years later, on May 27th, Richard stood before the AGT judges, Simon Cowell, Sofia Vergara, Heidi Klum, and Howie Mandel. Nervous but determined, he began to sing, Don't Stop Believing. His performance was so incredible that it earned him a standing ovation from the audience and judges. Touched by his talent and story, Heidi Klum pressed the golden buzzer, sending him straight to the live shows. As golden confetti fell around him, Richard felt overwhelmed with emotion, realizing his dream was coming true. In the following live shows, Richard continued to impress with his powerful voice and humble personality. His story inspired millions, proving that hope and perseverance can bring amazing opportunities. From being a janitor to a rising star, Richard's journey was a reminder that life can take unexpected turns. Even as his fame grew, Richard remained humble. In July, a music team helped him select songs that showcased his vocal range and emotional depth. The AGT staff made sure Richard had everything he needed, from social media support to emotional guidance during the intense competition. As the live shows approached, excitement in Terre Haute grew. The whole community rallied behind Richard, organizing watch parties and voting drives to support their hometown hero. On August 13th, families and friends gathered around their TVs, eager to see Richard perform again. Whether or not he won, Richard's future looked bright. His new fame brought many opportunities, from recording albums to performing with famous artists. But through it all, Richard remained the same humble janitor who used to sing in the hallways of High Rose Middle School. Everyone has a story, and Richard's is one of hope and inspiration. Richard's story is one of love, loss, and healing. Even in the darkest times, there's always hope for a new beginning. Looking at Richard's journey, we see a man who faced incredible loss but found a way to move forward, keeping the memory of his first wife close to his heart as he entered a new chapter in his life. Before his time on America's Got Talent, Richard mentioned that he was just a janitor with a fiancée. While he found happiness again, his path was filled with heartache. Richard often shared that he would sing alone in his room dreaming of having a band, but that's not entirely true. Richard was part of a local band in Terre Haute called Manipur. Everything changed when the video of him singing "Don't Stop Believing" went viral. Suddenly, the band started getting requests to perform at local bars, and they accepted every offer. By July, they were fully booked. Richard excitedly shared, "We're booked every weekend in July. Thanks to the band for their hard work and to our manager for securing the gigs. See you Saturday at Archie's Sports Bar at 7:30. Don't miss a note." There was even talk of Richard performing with Manipur in the finals of America's Got Talent. One of his bandmates said, "I wasn't surprised by the response. I knew it was coming. He deserved it. He's just so good, especially singing Journey songs." Richard Goodall, who used to sing alone in his room, was now a viral sensation with his band. AGT announced they would cover all of Richard's expenses for his journey to the competition. A GoFundMe campaign started by Chris Bond, a fellow Terre Haute resident, raised an impressive $115,000 to support Richard. Chris's message was, "Let's give our AGT Golden Buzzer winner the support he deserves." Thanks to the campaign, Richard's family could now join him for the next round of competition. In August 2022, Richard sang "Don't Stop Believing" with Rudy Cardenas from American Idol in front of a huge crowd. Rudy had seen the viral video and invited Richard to perform with him. Together, they created a magical moment on stage that the crowd loved. Richard's journey from being a janitor to singing with a famous singer like Rudy is a testament to how dreams can come true if you believe in yourself. After the performance, Richard shared a heartfelt message on Instagram, expressing his gratitude. "An absolutely awesome day. Thank you to the Drake family for setting this up, Jeff Gindhart and Chelsea for being my brothers from another mother and filming me, and the whole Mill staff, the awesome band, and my Terra friends in the audience. I hope more to come. Still enjoying the ride, y'all." For years, people had told Richard how amazing his voice was and that he should audition for a singing competition. He finally felt ready to take the plunge after seeing the love on social media. Richard submitted a video of himself singing "Don't Stop Believing" to The Voice, hoping to secure a spot on the show. But then came crushing news. He received an email saying he would not be moving on to the next round. The rejection was heartbreaking, but Richard refused to give up. Instead, he tried out for America's Got Talent, believing that his time to shine would come. When Richard decided to audition for AGT, he carried the pain of rejection but also the hope for a fresh start. His story was one of resilience, love, loss, and perseverance. Before his fiancée Angie, Richard had a wife he loved dearly. They had been together for 30 years, but in 2021, tragedy struck when she was diagnosed with cancer. Richard stood by her side throughout her battle, but on June 19, 2021, he lost her. On Instagram, he shared a deeply emotional post. "I'm so sorry. I did my best, but my best wasn't good enough. Cancer is like getting punched in the gut, falling to the ground, then being told to get back up and start all over." The pain was overwhelming, but months later, Richard met Angie, who brought light back into his life. Though fame brought him joy, it also introduced new challenges. Online trolls began to target him, mocking his looks and age. The pressure mounted as he tried to maintain his humility under the spotlight. The sudden fame that came with AGT was both a blessing and a burden. Yet through it all, Richard stayed true to himself, kind, humble, and passionate about music. His story became a symbol of perseverance for millions. Richard Goodall's journey from janitor to viral sensation is more than just a tale of talent. It's a story about the human spirit, about love that survives loss, and about dreams that never die. He reminded the world that no matter how dark life gets, if you don't stop believing, miracles can still happen.